me and Rachel from Trendy Tree with Mom's working the camera, so we've got her as our camera crew, and we're gonna make this late summer, early fall ladybug with some florals on a grapevine.
Yes.
Well, Rachel's gonna make it. I'm gonna cut her stems.
Yes, I have my lovely assistant here, Carrie. We just wanted to show you today a way to have a wreath that will carry you through this late summer into the early fall.
Right.
And we chose ladybugs because we love this ribbon and we love this ladybug. So we're going to show you a way to use the silks and the ladybug.
Okay. What do you want? We have some ficus sprays,
Orange gypsum, orange Gerbers, and white Gerbers.
Okay. What do you want first?
Well, let's go ahead and get our ladybug attached to the wreath, so we can kind of,
completely opposite way I was going to go.
She kind of wants to be my focal point, so I'm going to go ahead and decide where I'd like to place her. And I think I want to do the ladybug to one side and the florals on the other. So I'm going to start with a pick here. This ladybug does not have a way to attach, so I'm going to start with my pick here.
That's just a floral pick with the wire, and I've taken the wire off somehow.
Right, and just to secure it a little bit more, we're going to the glue pan. Okay. So we might want to give it just a minute to set. Yeah, so I'm going to lay it over to the side. You can go ahead. We can start cutting our Gerbers.
Do you want every stem?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I did order a, when we were in Chicago last week, I ordered a big silver stem cutter that I'm excited. It should be here on our next shipment, hopefully.
Right.
I'm excited to see. I've always wanted floral supplies. I don't know what to do with them, but
I'm going to help her.
They look fun.
Show her how to use those. I think it's going to be a great investment. It'll help the folks at home too.
Yeah.
It's going to be a cutter that you can simply place your floral into and just whack it. Just make sure you keep your fingers clear. But it is a lot better and a lot easier on the hands than these wire cutters. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of each color. I might not use all of each, but I'm going to start at the top with the orange. I'm just placing I just placed a little bit of glue on the bottom of the stem there. And just for a little extra help to keep the Gerber secured, I might use a little paddle wire. Thank you. I really want this to kind of stick out, so the Gerber, I'm going to wire it into the ribbon. I'm sorry, into the wreath. Carrie, you have to correct me on that kind of stuff.
Okay. I didn't.
You didn't catch me.
I didn't.
So I have an orange there. I think this stem is a little too long, so I'm going to cut it about midway down. Add a little glue here from my glue pan. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my third orange Gerber here around the bottom.
Are you going to use all 5?
I don't think I'm going to use all 5. No, because I want to fill in with the green and the white. I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of wire to the bottom here just to make sure I get it secure. if you hang this on a door, we want it to be secure and good looking. And if you are like me, you have kids going in and out constantly, that's all I can see is the wreath flapping on the door.
Wow.
So we want to make sure it stays and it looks good. Now I want to introduce a little bit of the ficus. This is
ready to cut it?
No, I'm going to cut it as I work with it, but I think this is a good bundle. It has several pieces in it. How many pieces are in this one bundle?
12, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's 12.
Okay. I have just cut it here and left 2 branches together and 1 separate. I know that I will not use all of this, but I think that it's good to have this bundle for other projects as well. We may have used this before too, so. I'm just going to add a little bit of wire again. I want to be able to manipulate it and make it do what I want it to do. How's the ladybug doing over there?
She's drying.
Okay.
I think it's set.
Okay.
It's not sticking to me anymore.
That's good. I'm going to take this other branch. I'm just going to place it above where I set the other one. Got my wire here. Add a little bit. Make sure it's secure. Maybe have another piece of ficus there, please, madam. Thank you. You can see there are 3 stems on this one branch. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting it apart from each other. I like to have the one separate, which leaves a stem with 2 branches. Thank you. Just coming around, working my way through the grapevine. Adding a little wire each time, just to make sure. You can add wire or you can glue it, but when you want it to, when you kind of want the, I think when you kind of want the branch to stick out and your leaves to go the way you want them to go, maybe this to the left or to the right, you want to be able to wire it so you can work with it better. I feel like wiring in this situation is a better idea. I'm going to come around with my other branch. It's got the 2 stems on it. I'm going to wire it in at the top as well. Purely instructional.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we regrouped and we found this easel just to make it maybe where you can see a little bit better. Okay. So if you want me to glue and hand to you,
okay,
dip.
Please.
That's what I wanted to do anyway.
Oh, the glue pan. So, I was talking to Carrie during our commercial break. We have just gotten back from the gift market, and we had a great trip. We saw lots of neat things, and we're really excited about what all that she and David and Jenny are going to have to offer y'all this fall. So I think that we've got a lot to look forward to. Okay. Just going to place this other white daisy here above the orange one. Alright. Wire, just a little bit of wire. I'm going to add a little bit of wire. Everybody really thinks that you know, mark it as a time to shop and have fun, but it's really a time to take in everything that you see. There are, you know, floors and floors of vendors there, and you want to try to see everybody and get your ideas together for the next year. And, you know, you have to kind of almost be a magician. You have to be able to predict the future and what you think the trends will call for. It's just it can get kind of hard, but we made it. We drove over and we made it. So I am doing this from behind just so I can let the viewer have a better look at what's going on here. And I'm able to do this way because I already had in my mind how I wanted it to look. I am working on a new wreath stand that will be a tabletop, and hopefully we can get that in the works. And it'll be one that we can use here and show you a better idea of what we do on a daily basis. So, but for right now, we think this might be helpful so that you can kind of see what we are doing as we do it.
So you're just sticking in things in there everywhere.
I am. So now I'm going to place a little piece of wire on the gypsum because I can see it here from the back, the little orange flower filler. I want to just wire it in.
The stems poke through the grapevine. They're easy to see.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if everybody at home would be able to work this way with the wreath, or, you know, if they would do better working from the tabletop. So there again, it goes back to if you prefer to use wire or if you prefer to use glue. Okay, just attaching my wire here. Attaching my wire, making it up right now, attaching my wire right there, okay, and then this one up here and right here, okay, checking, make sure the wire is attached, okay. I really like to work with grapevine wreaths because they are so functional. You can maneuver your stems just really at any point on the wreath because you can easily insert your stem, run it through the grapevine, kind of run it with the vine, use your wire, and then, you know, if you don't want a permanent look, I really suggest using the wire, because you can take your flower off and then you'll have your wreath and you can use it, you know, later on in the season. Now they are kind of messy, as you see, but that's okay. We know in the crafting world that messes can be cleaned up. So I'm just going to insert one more piece. Let me take a look at this right quick here. See how we're coming. Yeah, so I think I'm going to insert one more piece down here around the bottom. Okay, I'm going to use a little wire here on the back.
You ready for the ladybug?
I think I am. Cute. She is a good size. Do you have the measurements on her?
not on me.
I am going to put a little, we've already put the glue on the pick here on her back. So I am going to put a little bit of glue.
She is 12 inches.
From head to bottom.
Right, minus the antenna. From the antenna.
15 inches.
She's about 15.
Yeah, so she's a nice size.
You want glue on the end of the stick?
Yeah, I am going to put a little bit of glue on the end of the stick. Place her right here. And then where her back meets the wreath, I'm going to take my little wand here from the glue pan and attach some more glue, just for extra secure.
Hold her a minute.
Yeah. I know all of you at home don't get to work in twos, but it sure is nice to have a lovely assistant. Adding just a little bit more glue to her back. Okay. Carrie's going to hold her while I move around and think about my bow here. I've got the Ladybug bow. Does she not want to stay? Here's another place on the back where I'm going to add a little bit more glue as well to her, just to be on the safe side. Okay. A little bit more. And then let's do a little bit more up here at the top around her head. For those of you at home that don't have a glue pan, if you're using a glue gun, you know that would be just as easy as well. So
Really? I leaned over and got my hair hung in the... Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's hold her up here by her head and let's give her a little bit more time there. So we wanted to come up with some ribbon that maybe you could take into the late summer and the fall. That's why we came up with this color combination of orange and red. So we've got a little bit of red here in this ribbon, a little bit of orange, and we've got the ladybug, and then the nice white jute for a base. Okay. We want to give her a little bit more support, so we are going to take a little wire here around the antenna.
Because it's pretty
stable. Yeah, it's pretty sturdy there. So I'm just going to grab up that grapevine, attach her antenna with that wire, twisting my mechanics there to the back, and snip that off.
Are we wired now?
We are wired. That was an idea from Jenny, and that was
There you
wonderful.
go. Perfect.
So, back to the ribbon, which is my favorite. But I thought this color combo would be good, like I said, for late summer, early fall. We've got the ladybug, the white jute and the stripe with a little bit of red, a little bit of orange, a little bit of brown that you can see. So I want to do a simple bow at the top here.
Clean up a spot.
And across the back, Miss Jenny has reminded us that we can measure. I'm going to measure for you all at home my length where I'm going to get started here on my bow. I've taken all 3 pieces, okay? And I'm going to take about a 36-inch piece here of all 3 pieces. Okay? Okay. Hold on just a second. Carrie's trying to cut. I'm trying to decide.
You're ready to cut.
Let me see if this is the way I want it to go. So far I know I've got 36 here. And I've laid my 2 printed ribbons on either side. Let's see if this is the way I want my bow to go.
I need to clean this up.
I'm a little messy. Carrie's a little clean.
Getting a little anxious.
So yes, that is about right. That's a 36-inch piece, and that's a good place to start. So this was a simple, what I call a
shoestring bow.
Shoestring bow. 2 loops on either side. I'm just going to take my wire and cinch it in the middle. Okay. Okay, I'm going to swap places with you. And just attach it up here at the top. Right above the antennas. The trick that I like to do with my bow is just attach your shoestring bow in the place where you want it on your wreath, and then add streamers. So once we get the bow attached, let's see if we want to add streamers to get more out of our ribbon, and let's see where we want to add them and how long they need to be.
Is it?
Okay.
How many streamers you want?
I think just one of each.
Okay.
So I am going to just say that maybe we're going to do 20-inch stream. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking about 20-inch streamers here. And I'd like to place them coming around down through here, through our flowers. Okay? So if you will cut those for me, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Here's one. And I'll start that with the wire.
You just wrapping some wire around the end?
That's right.
I think I've had to do this before.
So I'm going to I attached my wire to the top of my streamer, so then I can attach the wire to the wreath. Another piece of wire. Thank you. Just attaching my wire again to the grapevine. And then the jute. Okay. There we have.
Do you need to lay it down so you can do it? Then we can pick it back up.
All right. Okay, and Carrie is going to hold this up for me while I finish off the ends of the ribbons here, just so you can get a better look at what I'm doing and I can too. So I've just folded it in half, made a cut on the diagonal on that one. I think I'll make a cut straight across, diagonally straight across on this one. And I think on this one, I'll make a cut going down diagonal the other way. Okay. And then on my ribbon up top, I think that I will finish it off by cutting a V to finish it off that way. This one is about where I want it to be, but I'm just going to clean it up the end. Clean up the end of this one as well, cutting on the diagonal. This one I'm going to cut up on the diagonal as well. This one, clean it up and cut on the diagonal. And again on this one, I'm going to cut upside down V to finish off that ribbon. And there we have our late summer into the fall wreath.
I feel like I'm in the choir. Alright, it measures about 25, 26 inches in the width. And
Taking the bow off. Oh, sorry.
And about 25 or 26 height.
Okay, and Carrie is going to hold it right quick. I'm just going to grab a pipe cleaner. That might be the easiest way at home to make a hanger. There are lots of different ways, but I'm just going to insert my pipe cleaner in the back. Twist it around. Twist it together back at the top. And there you have the hanger.
And there is a place right here that we can hang. Can you see it, Mom? Okay. I'm sorry I was missing.
That's okay. Thank you.
We made it, and we'll get the list up so y'all can see what we used. Thanks for watching.